1% of the world's population suffers from gluten allergy. In 1965, 4% of the US population had a chronic disease. But today, 46% of US children have already been diagnosed as having chronic disease. And for the first time in history, the life expectancy of US children is a whole generation shorter than their parents. Why, you might ask? Well, the answer might lie in wheat and how wheat has changed since it was first consumed around 3500 BC. The first wheat was a wild grass called einkorn, genetically the simplest of all wheat, consisting of just 14 chromosomes. Soon after einkorn was first cultivated, it mated naturally with a wild grass called goat grass, and goat grass added its genetic code to einkorn, creating the more complex 28 chromosome emma wheat. When humans mate, dad's 46 chromosome pairs combine with mum's 46 chromosome pairs to create offspring that have 46 chromosome pairs as well. But when certain plants combine, including wheats, their offspring keep the total sum of all the chromosomes from those parents. And then sometime before Christ, emma wheat combined again with another wild grass called Triticum tauchi to create the first 42 chromosome wheat called Triticum aestivum. Triticum aestivum is genetically the closest to what we call wheat today. But today, all of these wheats have been replaced by thousands of human-bred offspring of Triticum aestivum, and the Triticum wheats today are the product of breeding to generate high yields together with drought and disease resistance. Modern wheats can't even survive in the wild without the support of vast amounts of fertilizer and pesticides. When large quantities of nitrate-rich fertilizers are applied to wheat fields, the seed head at the top of the plant grows to enormous proportions and can buckle the stalk, killing the plant. Around 1960, a geneticist called Norman Borlaug developed a solution. He developed an exceptionally high-yielding wheat called dwarf wheat. Dwarf wheat is shorter and stockier than traditional wheats, and therefore its stalk can resist buckling under the large seed head. And dwarf wheat has solved many of the world's hunger problems. For example, it increased the wheat crop in China eightfold between 1961 and 1999. And today, 99% of all wheat produced around the world is dwarf wheat. And dwarf wheat also won Dr. Borlaug a Nobel Prize. Now back to wheats themselves. When wheats combine and generate offspring, 95% of the proteins found in their offspring existed in one of the parents. But 5% of the proteins in the offspring are brand new. They existed in neither parent. And this is especially true of gluten proteins. In one experiment, 14 brand new gluten proteins were identified in the offspring wheat that was not present in either wheat parent. So that explains why, when compared with century-old wheats, modern dwarf wheat contains so many more gluten proteins, and why so many more of us suffer from celiac disease and gluten allergies. Today, scientists have the ability to insert and remove single wheat genes to create new wheats. And new wheats of today have been genetically tailored to be compatible with specific fertilizers and pesticides. And this has become huge business for chemical producers like Cargill and Monsanto. Both sell patented seeds along with their compatible fertilizers and pesticides. One such product is a product called glyphosate that's sold under the trade name Roundup. Glyphosate-tolerant crops are called Roundup Ready, and they allow farmers to freely spray the weed killer Roundup on their crops without damaging them. But when Monsanto first patented glyphosate, they actually patented it not as a weed killer or fertilizer, but as an antibiotic. And when we humans consume antibiotics, they kill many of our healthy gut bacteria. And when glyphosate is applied to farmland in large quantities, similarly, it kills lots of the healthy bacteria in the farmland's topsoil, gradually turning it into infertile dust, capable of growing nothing naturally except for Roundup-ready crops. they're sprayed with lots of Roundup. Now, worryingly, when test animals are fed Roundup-ready soybeans, they show changes in their liver, intestinal, pancreatic, and testicular tissue compared to animals fed regular soybeans. Furthermore, the life expectancy in areas in the US with high agricultural activity is now considered in many places to be up to 20 years shorter than in other areas in the US. And only this last month, I read on Newpontanel that a man in the US has been awarded millions in damages, and Monsanto fined millions of dollars after he proved that he contracted a rare form of cancer as a direct result of his exposure to glyphosate. Now, when you think of all the difference between human beings and chimpanzees that originate from chimpanzees having just one additional pair of chromosomes, it's really questionable if the modern 42 chromosome dwarf wheat, the ancient 28 chromosome emmer wheat, and the even older 14 chromosome einkorn should all share the name wheat. Now, the insights in the speech come from two main sources other than Newpontanel. One of them is a book called Wheat Belly by cardiologist William Davies, and also from a website called Farmer's Footprint by Dr. Zach Davis, a website that's seeking to raise funds to regenerate 5 million acres of US farmland by the year 2025. Thank you.